To get to Kyoto from Hakone, we took a bus to Mishima Station, and from there we were gonna take the ballet train to Kyoto. If this is the first video of ours you see, hello, my name is Anna, this is Alex, and we love to travel and make videos about it. This is the last stop of our trip to Japan, in which we went to Osaka, Okinawa, Tokyo, Kawagochiko, Hakone, and now Kyoto. So if you're going to Japan, I encourage you to watch the rest of the videos, in which we tell you how was our trip and tips to organize yours. And if you think you need more help or want us to organize your trip personally, in the description you have all the information about our advisory service and our contact. Back to our trip to Kyoto, as I say, we took the Shinkansen from Mishima. There are frequent trains from this station to Kyoto, and the trip takes between 1 hour and a half and 2 hours, depending on the train you choose. We wanted to take the fastest train, but when we went to buy the ticket, there were only reserved seats together on the green card, which is how the first or premium class on the Shinkansen is called. So we got those. And to be honest, on the Shinkansen in economy class, the seats are so big, spacious and comfortable that I don't think it is worth it buying the green card seats. I don't think the price difference is justified unless you are going to make a very long trip, but well, we spent the whole trip redoing the Kyoto itinerary because the weather forecast was a little bit catastrophic and it was going to rain every day, and before we knew it, we had already arrived in Kyoto.
We will soon make a brief stop at Kyoto.
And when we finally arrived in Kyoto, we wanted to make the most of the daylight hours we had left, so we went straight to see temples, starting with Ninanji Temple.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane, and as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now, there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond gold.
We have arrived in Kyoto, finally, and we just left our luggage in the lockers in the station because it's already 2 p.m. and well, 3 p.m. almost now, and we didn't want to miss the golden hour, so we took a bus. We came to Ninanji Temple. We're gonna have a short walk around the free entry areas, and now we are walking to Golden Pavilion, and hopefully we will catch a beautiful sunset there. The previous year we had been already in Kyoto, and we came to this temple, and as soon as we entered this year, we realized the difference compared to the previous year. The trees were totally different. When we came in 2022, it was more or less the same dates, and the trees were almost at the peak of red and orange. It was really beautiful. However, the summer of 2023 had been much hotter, and that had caused some of the trees to change leaf colors later. So while some trees had green leaves, others had lost their leaves completely and were completely bare. But well, it wasn't really a big deal, because even like that the temple was really beautiful. I just tell you this so you keep it in mind, because in Instagram it is often said how beautiful Kyoto is in autumn, and it is true, but they do not tell you that you may arrive and the trees could have already lost their leaves. When the sun started to go down, we went to the Golden Pavilion, and this time we learned from our mistakes and took the bus. If you've seen the Kyoto video from last year, you understand what I mean. Dale. Uy, prueba otro. Casi. We just left. It was really beautiful, and also it wasn't as crowded as we. For some reason the camera stopped recording, but I was just saying that Golden Pavilion wasn't as crowded as we thought. And after that, we took a bus that took us to the Gion area to go visit an illuminated temple. This is something that only happens during autumn, as during other seasons the temples usually close before sunset. However, during autumn some of them reopen at night. The previous year we really wanted to go, but we couldn't because they were closed due to COVID. So this year was our first time and it was really beautiful. If you want to know the schedules or whatever temples you can visit, in last year's video I make a summary of the prices, schedules and opening days for the most popular temples that do this. And well, after that we ended our first day in Kyoto, and the second started quite early and rainy. That day was supposed to be the one that rained the most, and we decided that the most beautiful place to see with rain would be Fushiminari. So we woke up quite early and went to Fushiminari, convincing ourselves that the rain was not going to be a problem and it was going to be worth the early start of the day. The truth is that since it wasn't cold, although it was raining, it wasn't as unpleasant as I thought it would be. But there were more people than I imagined. In the videos I have posted with the music, you can see it. But there were quite a lot of people, so keep that in mind if you're going to go. We could have stayed a little bit longer, but we were quite concerned about the integrity of our cameras. And in fact, after a while when we went to breakfast, my camera looked like this. I often complain about my lens being dirty all the time. After seeing this, I think it's a little bit my fault. After breakfast, as the weather forecast was still not too promising, we decided to go to the Nishiki market area to see the market and thus be more sheltered from the rain and closer to the Senju area to have lunch afterwards. So we decided to go for a walk in Gion. As I told you in last year's video, in most areas of Gion we can't take pictures, so I can show you this part. And as you probably already know, since last year Gion is partially closed to tourists because of bad behavior. And the truth is that although I feel quite sorry, I am not surprised. And in a way I am glad, because last year, as soon as we entered one of the main streets in Gion, we saw in the distance a couple of geisha passing by, and right next to them a man was chasing them, putting the camera 10 centimeters from their faces to take a picture, even though it was clear that the poor Japanese women were very uncomfortable. So if you go to Kyoto or any city in Japan, please don't do such things. They are just going to work and doing their normal life. But well, after this sad episode, we continued walking to Yasaka Pagoda. time, and to treat ourselves, we went to our favorite coffee shop to eat the pancakes that I had been dreaming of for about a year. And well, after that it didn't stop raining, but at least it calmed down a little bit. Well, I don't know what you think, but we thought we had earned a break, so we went to the hotel to change and rest for a while, and at dinner time we went to eat sushi. That's it for the first 2 days in Kyoto. We still have 3 days left, but I'll tell you about that in the next video. If you like this video, you will help us a lot if you like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching the video, and see you in the next one with our last days in Kyoto. Ciao!